G'day, Rob Burns here for Bob Each Way. How are you? Just doing a bit of a recap on Naidoc activities, although there's still some ongoing with Naidoc for schools. Over the next couple of weeks, the schools are back, which is great. They have a Naidoc day. We have one, I believe, on this Thursday. We're heading out to Laidley with the Canberra Elders for Naidoc festivities at Laidley High School, I believe. I think I got that right. I think it's the high school. It's one of the schools out at Laidley anyway. It should be a great day with the kids at Laidley. Just doing a bit of a recap, I actually went out to Roma for Naidoc Day Wednesday for their family day out there. Community had a great day. Did a couple of interviews, quite a few interviews, and that we've posted those up to the Facebook page. I'm looking to try and do a bit of editing, get out of my electronic dinosaur age, and try and jazz it up a bit and put them up onto my YouTube channel. I've got a YouTube channel, Bob Each Way. I'm going to try and load them up there. But just looking at Naidoc, was able to attend a few things. Went to Redlands Naidoc, which was great, fantastic. Went to the one in Ipswich on the Tuesday, then went to travelled out to Roma Tuesday around lunchtime, and had the Roma Day Wednesday. Come back Thursday, and went to Musgrave Park on Friday, and all of them were like fantastic, good, well supported by the community and that. And just a couple of things about them that I thought, particularly the bigger Naidocs, which was Redlands, Ipswich, and Ipswich was quite big, quite a good. Large group of people there, and Brisbane, it's always big at Musgrave Park. And I just a bit think I wish they'd put up a virtual mud map of who's who in around the area, so that you can know who you want to go and see and speak to, instead of trudging around thing, which is not bad anyway, because you get to see people you haven't seen for some time and pull up and have a chat to them and that. But they, us older blokes, we need a stump everywhere just to drag one around with us, just so we can pull up and have a seat every now and then as we're going around. But it just a virtual mud map that they could put up there on their Facebook pages or whatever, and they can be downloaded by whoever wants to go, print it out, and they can have a look. Oh yeah, this is where. Charlie Chambers, fantastic artist. He was there as we walked into Musgrave Park. He had a good location set up, and that great artist, Charlie, and he was there, displaying his stuff. But the others, you didn't know who was where, and I found too with not so much Ipswich, maybe in a smaller scale. But with Brisbane, they had quite a number of non-government organisations, the old Quangos. If you don't know what that is, check it out. What it means, QANGOs. They were there, and they were basically doing the same type of, aimed at the same sort of people. They were for disability services, aged services, or youth. And they were scattered around Musgrave Park. Oh, geez, wouldn't it be good if they were all together in an area where people can go and talk to them and compare who they want to, who they want to help them with their particular needs. I suppose it would be good, and that could be something if there was a mud map of it put out for the community to have a look at, and then they can make a final decision on where they want to go with it. And the other thing I thought about too, and this is, I suppose, probably getting a bit picky, but when we got to both Ipswich and Brisbane, the Elders area wasn't marked. Where at Redlands, they were great. The Yulee Burry Bar, I think I got that right, David Collins' boss down there, they had an excellent spot marked out for the Elders, and the staff there, they looked after the Elders, cups of tea and fruit, great fruit and that as well, and damper and all the rest of it as well on the on the Sunday down there, which was fantastic. And then we got to Ipswich, and there was a bit of a argy-bargy about where the elders were to sit. There was no sort of clearly defined area. But they're little things that can be easily fixed. And if you had that mud map, like I said, people know where they have to go for their own, to take a seat as elders, or just to see who's there as service providers. And Brisbane had the same thing. They lacked a clearly defined elders area, which a bit sad as well, because they had an event headquarter tent right there that was clearly marked, but it was easily seen, but an elders area wasn't. The other thing which was a bit disappointing, and it's always been an issue at Musgrave Park, not so much in Ipswich, we had pretty good parking in Ipswich, but it is parking at Musgrave Park. And when you're looking at elders group, we actually parked up, the Camboos elders parked up at the old Jaguar Hall, which is up the top of Musgrave Park, and it was okay coming down to Musgrave Park. It was, we were rolling coming down the hill from up at Jaguar Arch, but going back up, I went okay. Don't let anyone tell you any different. But some of the other elders struggled a bit later in the day getting back up the hill. They had buggies there, but they had no one there where the buggies were to drive the buggies. And I don't think they would have appreciated if we'd have just grabbed a buggy and took off in it. So that's something, again, minor points that probably need to be looked at and fixed up for next year. Hopefully next year the theme is, for this year, it was a great theme this year, but look at one honouring the past as well, remembering those that have gone before us or something like that, because there's been a lot of people over the years done a lot of great work, fantastic work in Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander affairs, who sometimes get forgotten in the big picture of things, and they're sort of left behind. We need to remember those people as well. But like I said, it has been a fantastic night. A couple of little, like I said, finicky points for me. Again, going out to Roma was great. The community out there were fantastic, really looked after me, and were very supportive of the day out there. We're close to probably just a touch under 100 people. That's going pretty good in Roma school day. Plus there was a footy carnival on out there at the same time as well, young guys playing footy. So they had a bit of competition in town, but it was good for them, the young guys that come along and be a part of the Naidoc activities. But they struggle a bit out there with keeping the kids occupied, but that's something that they're planning for next year. Come up with new strategies. You always got to come up with something new to keep these kids occupied. They're a bit of can be a bit of a handful, but great minds will think of something. Hopefully, the great minds will develop those virtual mud maps of the sites so that people know, hey, this is here at Musgrave Park. This is where all the food's going to be, and even marking who the food vans are. So, that hopefully we'll cover it. Rob Burns for Bob Each Way. Like I said, I'll post my link for the YouTube as soon as I work out how to do the bloody thing. I'll post it up there so that people can check out the YouTube channel, some of my old interviews, and the ones I did for Naidoc, and have a look at this as well. This will go on Facebook and YouTube. But Rob Burns for Bob Each Way. I will talk to you later.